Welcome back to Unstuffy and Unstoppable, the South Coast Symphony's free streaming and on-demand music series. Way back in 2006, tonight's guest artist, Sharon Rietkerk, won the Symphony's Young Stars of the Future competition and performed selections from various Broadway musicals with the Symphony. Then, 2 years later, the Symphony presented our only full-length, fully staged and costume musical. It was Meredith Willson's The Music Man. We had a cast of over 40 actors, and Sharon was featured in the role of Marion the librarian. Well, much has happened in Sharon's life since then. She now lives in San Francisco and has an active career as an actor and singer performing throughout the Bay Area. So, make yourself comfortable, grab a snack, and let's meet Sharon Rietkerk.
Hi, my name is Sharon Rietkerk, and welcome to my living room. When Barry asked me to put together this concert for you, he reminded me that my first performance with the South Coast Symphony was all the way back in 2006 when I won the Stars of the Future competition. And I told him via email that felt like yesterday, but it also felt like 100 years ago. So much has happened in the intervening years. And one of the big things is that it has brought me to San Francisco, where I'll be performing for you today. And I'm so excited to sing some of my favorite songs for you. It's, a different medium for both of us to sing from living room to living room through our screens. But I think one of the beautiful things about artists is that we're pretty resilient and very supportive of each other. And so I'm grateful to have this chance to sing for you. And I also feel very hopeful, and I feel the buzz of anticipation that, the light at the end of this tunnel is drawing nearer and nearer and growing brighter and brighter. And it won't be long until we can be together again in a concert hall and in a theater, sharing the magic of live performance together in the same space. And I hope that you feel the same way when I say that this separation between performer and audience has really underlined the importance of sharing a space together, because the audience brings such valuable energy and lightning almost to the performer when we're on stage, and there's a communication that travels through that invisible mist that separates the seats and the stage. And I feel as a performer that I am in communication with you the whole time that I am performing, and you are the reason that we do what we do. And so I'm really looking forward to getting back in the same space with you. It's magical. And in the meantime, living room to living room is equally, art just is. It's in our bones, and we need it. So let's get singing, shall we? The first time I heard this next song wasn't in a live performance or even on the Broadway cast album, although I was lucky enough to see the 2003 Broadway revival starring Donna Murphy, and she was spectacular. But I grew up listening to this song because Julie Andrews recorded it on one of her albums, and I have had a soft spot for this song ever since. I think it's so lovely, so genuine. It's the story of a woman falling in love, and she's so caught up in that dreamy feeling that she can no longer find any words to speak, and all she can do is hum. And I just love it so much. So here's one of my very favorite songs by Leonard Bernstein with lyrics by Comden and Green from the musical Wonderful Town. Here is A Little Bit in Love.
I'm a little bit in love, never felt this way. I don't know. I'm so, I don't know, but I know if it's love, then it's lovely. It's so nice to be alive when you meet someone who bewitches you. Will he be my all, or did I just fall a little bit in love? When he looks at me, everything's hazy and all out of focus. When he touches me, I'm in the spell of a strange hocus pocus. It's so, I don't know, I'm so, I don't know, but I know if it's love, then it's lovely. It's so nice to be alive when you meet someone who bewitches you. Will he be my all, or did I just fall a little bit in love?
This next song is from the musical Bells Are Ringing, and unlike A Little Bit in Love, this woman has a lot to say about her experience falling in love. The role was originated by the incredible Judy Holliday, whom I just love. I think her work is so fantastic. She took the archetypal dumb blonde and showed vulnerability and quirk and charm and smarts, and I just think she was so fantastic and was the precursor to Madeline Kahn and Catherine O'Hara, and I just admire her work so very much. So I'm excited to sing a song that she originated, and if you get a chance, I would highly recommend watching her performance in Born Yesterday. Absolutely sublime, and you can see why she won the Oscar that year. So here is It's a Perfect Relationship from Bells Are Ringing.
It's crazy, ridiculous, it doesn't make sense. That's true, but what can I do? I'm in love with a man, Plaza O4433. It's a perfect relationship. I can't see him, he can't see me. I'm in love with a voice, Plaza O4433. What a perfect relationship. I talk to him and he just talks to me. And yet I can't help wondering, what does he look like? I wish I knew. What does he look like? Is he 6'7" or 3'2"? Has he eyes of brown or baby blue? Big and mighty or underfed? Trim black mustache or beard of red? Can he dance like Fred Astaire? Is he dark or is he fair? Tough as nails with a black cigar? As handsome as a movie star? Stern as an eagle or shy as a dove? A face that only a mother could love. It doesn't matter what he is, I'm his. But he's still just a voice. Plaza O4433. or double three. What a perfect relationship. I can't see him, he can't see me. He calls me Mum, he thinks I'm 63. And I'll never meet him, and he'll never meet me. No, he'll never meet me.
I had the pleasure of performing in a Sondheim review called Marry Me a Little, and this song, the title song, is so fabulous because it illustrates the complexity of wanting to be loved and wanting to hold on to your freedom and your individuality, and I think it does a really beautiful job in a way that only Stephen Sondheim can articulate through words and music, of allowing space for someone to feel conflicting things, and most of all, letting that yearning of wanting a connection with someone else to shine through. And I think it's a pretty poignant song, especially at this moment in time.
Marry me a little, love me just enough, cry but not too often, play but not too rough, keep a tender distance, so we'll both be free. That's the way it ought to be. I'm ready, marry me a little, do it with a will, make a few demands I'm able to fulfill, want me more than others, not exclusively, that's the way it ought to be. I'm ready now. You can be my best friend, I can be your right arm, we'll go through a fight or two, no harm, we'll look not too deep, we'll go not too far, we won't have to give up a thing, we'll stay who we are, right? Okay then, I'm ready now, someone marry me a little, love me just enough, warm and sweet and easy, just the simple stuff, keep a tender distance, so we'll both be free, that's the way it ought to be. I'm ready, marry me a little, body, heart, and soul, passionate as hell, but always in control, want me first and foremost, keep me company, that's the way it ought to be. I'm ready now. Oh, how gently we'll talk, oh, how softly we'll tread, all the stings, the ugly things we'll keep unsaid, we'll build a cocoon of love and respect. You promise whatever you like, I'll never collect, right? I'm ready. I'm ready now. So on. I'm ready.
She Loves Me is such a sweet, charming musical, and this story has been told in many an iteration on stage and screen. And this particular song is a wonderful story song about falling in love. Of course, all musical theater songs are basically about falling in love, but in a very unlikely place. And I just love it. It makes me laugh. And so I hope you enjoy it also. Here is A Trip to the Library.
And suddenly all of my confidence dribbled away with a pitiful plop. My head was beginning to swim and my forehead was covered in cold perspiration. I started to reach for a book, but my hand automatically came to a stop. I don't know how long I stood frozen, a victim of panic and mortification. Oh, how I wanted to flee. When a kindly voice, a gentle voice whispered, "Pardon me." And there was this dear, sweet, clearly respectable, thickly bespectacled man who stood by my side and quietly said to me, "Ma'am, don't mean to intrude, but I was just wondering, are you in need of some help?" I said, "No." "Yes, I am." The next thing I know, I'm sipping hot chocolate and telling my troubles to Paul, whose tender brown eyes kept sending compassionate looks. A trip to the library has made a new girl of me, for suddenly I can see the magic of books. I have to admit, in the back of my mind, I was praying he wouldn't get fresh. And all of the while, I was wondering why an illiterate girl should attract him. Then all of a sudden, he said that I couldn't go wrong with the way of all flesh. Of course, it's a novel, but I didn't know, or I certainly wouldn't have smacked him. Well, he gave me a smile that I couldn't resist. And I knew at once how much I liked this optometrist. You know what this dear, sweet, slightly bespectacled gentleman said to me next? He said he could solve this problem of mine. I said, "How?" He said if I'd like, he'd willingly read to me some of his favorite things. I said, "When?" He said, "No." His novel approach seemed highly suspicious and possibly dangerous too. I told myself, wait, think, dare you go up to his flat? What happens if things go wrong? It's obvious he's quite strong. He read to me all night long. Now how about that? It's hard to believe how truly domestic and happily hopeful I feel. I picture my Paul there, reading aloud as I cook. as long as he's there to read, there's quite a good chance indeed, a chance that I'll never need to open a book. Unlike someone else, someone I dimly recall, I know he'll only have eyes for me, my optometrist, Paul.
One of the biggest changes during this past year, besides having the theaters and concert halls closed for the time being, was that my husband and I welcomed our first child. So we had a pandemic baby, and it's been everything, you know, life-changing in a really, really immediate and profound way. And this next song is such a perfect articulation of that. It's intensely personal, and I just feel every lyric ring true into the very core of my being, and I love it. It's by one of my favorite singer-songwriters, Sara Bareilles, and it is from the musical Waitress. Here is Everything Changes.
Today's a day like any other, but I am changed, I am a mother, in an instant. And who I was has disappeared, it doesn't matter, now you're here. So innocent, I was lost for you to find, and now I'm yours, and you're mine. Two tiny hands, a pair of eyes, an unsung melody is mine for safekeeping, and I would guard it with my life. I'd hang the moon for it to shine on her sleeping. Starting here and starting now, I can feel the heart of how everything changes. I didn't know, but now I see, sometimes what is meant to be. You saved me. My blurry lines, my messy life come into focus, and in time, maybe I can heal and I can breathe, 'cause I can feel myself believe. Oh, my heart's at the wheel now, and all my mistakes, they make sense when I turn them around. Everything changes. What I thought was so permanent fades in the blink of an eye. There's a new life in front of my face, and I know in due time every right thing will find its right place. So I swear I'll remember to say we were both born today, 'cause everything's changed. Everything changes.
Speaking of libraries, the last time I performed with the South Coast Symphony was as Marion in The Music Man, in the staged concert version of the show that was produced many moons ago. And Marion is a librarian, but she is also one of my favorite Golden Age musical ingenues, because she was ahead of her time. She had a very clear understanding of herself and her need for a love that was based on mutual respect and understanding, and She wanted a partner, a real partner who would value her and cherish her. And I think, gosh, that's such a great example. So I was honored to sing her and play her, and the more I listen to her music, the more I just have such a deep, deep respect for this character. And in this song, she underlines her wants and needs and wishes, and this is My White Knight from the music.
My white knight, not a Lancelot, nor an angel with wings, just someone to love me, who is not ashamed of a few nice things. My white knight, what my heart would say if it only knew how. Please, dear Venus, show me now. All I want is a plain man. All I want is a modest man, a quiet man, a gentle man, a straightforward and honest man to sit with me in a cottage somewhere in the state of Iowa, and I would like him to be more interested in me than he is in himself, and more interested in us than in me. And if occasionally he'd ponder what makes Shakespeare and Beethoven great, him I could love till I die. Him I could love till I die. My white knight, not a Lancelot, nor an angel with wings, just someone to love me, who is not ashamed of a few nice things. My white knight, let me walk with him where the others ride by. Walk and love him till I die, till I
If you've been enjoying our series, we encourage you to become a regular subscriber. Just click the subscribe button below. It's free. Now you can watch any or all of our episodes whenever you wish. Next Friday evening, we present yet another Young Stars of the Future Award winner, Nina Herzog. She is an award-winning singer, songwriter, actress, voiceover artist, and producer. We look forward to having you back again next Friday evening at 7 p.m. So, until then, good night.